brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike, there you go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. That is caught inside the 5. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Come on, set. 30 base.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Leo.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Get ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Haywood. Christian travel.
Crunch.
Yep.
Motion.
Hit it.
Looking to throw. Miller. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Bucky Hodges, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Hey, 40.
One.
Slam.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Going for it all. And this is caught for a touchdown. We'll check the flag, but it looked like a clear offsides, and it should stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Point after, right down the middle. A first update now from Cincinnati. The Broncos have taken the early lead. Still a lot of football left in that affair, but we will for sure keep an eye on it. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
We go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check. Hey, Sam off. Switch. Go. Let's lead them.
Back to throw. Miller. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Rock it. Snap.
Miller now. Off play action. And he's going to go down again.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. McKenzie now to return it. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
All day.
Where are they, team?
Any day. Check nickel. Here we go.
Mariota on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Mariota. Complete. Smith has it. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Play action now. Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bowen. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Keep it up, defense.
Hey, Delta.
25, check 25, check 25.
Now Bell sheds him off. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the 1st. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now Miller on 1st down. That one complete to Anderson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Ready, set.
Watch it, watch the run, watch the run.
Watch 5. Check 26, check 26.
Grant Haley in on the stop.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd and 5. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
First down, Mariota. And his throw here is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Mike 1, Delta. Here we go.
Play fake. Mariota. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-17. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. To return is McKenzie. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit. Yeah. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On 2nd and 12, Mariota eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. 66. Bullet.
On play action, Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Miller throwing to start the drive. Being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Harold Landry in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
You draw forfeit.
2nd and 13. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Harold Landry in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Look at me. Door, door. Step.
Past the 20. A big gain there on 3rd and long.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Here's Bell. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Leo. Get it.
Here's Miller looking to throw on 2nd down. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Mariota now to throw on first down. The open man is Westbrook. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Mariota now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. To the air again, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4. Mariota now. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 27 yards there, a first down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Throwing on second and 8. Mariota. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. The extra point up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
2nd and 11. Open man is Robbie Anderson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Matchbox lights. 55.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Let's go.
To throw on third down. Miller caught here by Bell. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On second and 12, Mariota. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
Come on, fellas.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's second and 15.
55,
second and 15. They'll roll him out right. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. Well, the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Looking to throw. Miller. And he's got his man on the out route. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. This quarterback now, just 1 misfire so far after that last completion, 15 of 16. It's first down. Back to throw. Miller. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mariota to throw it. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Where are they, team? One.
The Titans go. It's Mariota. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bowen. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Mariota. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Mariota. It's caught by Davis. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. From the red zone now, Mariota dancing to his left. And not able to get it that time. He'd hit on 6 straight passes. Not there, 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bowen. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Again, it's Mariota. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Hoping for a 4th down stop. Instead, they flinch and move the chains.
Flinch, jump, not watching the ball. All the sins that you're not supposed to commit, they come into play there.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
One.
Fire, 64, weak.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year as his guys are back within a single score. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try the left side. Bowman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Rock it.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down, Jets.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Check three.
Go. Ready.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then...